All right, welcome everyone to how to populate your Handmade Arcade Virtual Marketplace page. I'm going to walk you through the process. You are not going to get your login or your username until Monday. By Monday, I will have created a step-by-step Word doc for you to also follow. But you can come back to this video. It will be live on the website for you to go back and forth through if you need to take a look at what I did again. So as you all know, or you may have picked up on, I love to communicate. I love to give really detailed lists of what you ought to do to make us have a successful night or 9 days. It's not just a night. The reason I do that is because I need that, like as a organizer and as a participant in events, I am incredibly forgetful, and so I'm basically creating lists that I would want to get so I don't forget. So on the virtual marketplace in the Facebook group the other day, I posted a Word doc which is sort of a final prep of things to get ready. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Okay, so first, now I'm going to share my screen. All right, so this is part of, so can you all see my screen? You should be able to see Princess Leia's women's places in the Resistance. If you can't, if that's not what you see, let me know. If you have questions, you can either put it in the chat or the Q&A. I'll answer both. So I have created right here a little Handmade Arcade Virtual Marketplace deliverables folder that I've been saving things in. So I'm going to open that up, and then hold on, my dog is at the door. He's such a jerk. So I'm going to open up that Word document. So if you did not get this from the Facebook page, I'm going to be sending another email out Monday, possibly sooner, because I might have an announcement for everyone about a potential market. So at any rate, it gives you instructions on how to download your narrative, the sizes of your profile image, and then the recommended sizes for your actual images. The website and the database will resize images for you, but it's better to start big than too small. So maximum size, 1800 by 1200 pixels, and then they'll get resized down. That's a 3.32 aspect ratio. That, I don't know what that, I mean, I know what that means, but I had to really bug the web developers for some pixel sizes because I know that that doesn't really mean a lot to a lot of people. So all the images can be that's the maximum size, that's the minimum size. Any smaller than the minimum size, your image isn't going to look great. It's going to look pixelated and a little wonky. So try to go bigger. So you should have collected your 5 to 6 top level larger images for the slider bar. You should have your narrative. You should have your product images. And then anyone who provided us with a video file, we're going to be, over the next couple of days, migrating those files over to the Handmade Arcade YouTube page. So you will get a link to that embedded file so we can embed it into the website. You might not have that by Monday, but because I don't have the person power to get it done, but we will get, as soon as we get it, you can log in and just plug it in, and you'll see it's simple when we get there. So I have this in my folder that I have my deliverables. I have my product pictures, I have my top level and larger images, I have 2 different logos, and I'll show you why when we get there. And then I've got my links to my product pages and my link to my YouTube video. So we're going to log in, not to Facebook. Okay, actually, no, we're not going to log in. I'm going to show you, this is the development site, the dev site. So this is the home page. This is going to have announcements, so they'll scroll through different announcements, which will likely be classes and virtual events. These will be featured products. These will get pulled from the images that you put in the database, so they will not be these images that we've been showing. Down here is the marketplace shop by category. You can see everything's live. And down here we have our blog posts, and then we will have a pretty cool looking events calendar. I wonder if they have that done. Oh yeah, look, they've got some of our virtual classes in there already. You click view all, and we've got 8 virtual classes. I'm going to mute myself for a minute and yell downstairs to my entire family that's home and tell them to come and get the dog because he is annoying. Please hold for muting. Okay, I use my mom voice. So anyway, these are our virtual classes. Super, super, super excited about. We announced them today. People are already signing up. The virtual welcome tent will have a different picture, and in here there will be a video message from me, information on how to use the site, some pictures from past events, different things. The 4 makers page will stay, which will be for you guys, and that has all of the Maker curriculum classes that we've had, and any information that we'll need to give you during the week of the event will be on this page. Okay, so when you go to log in to the website, now you do not need to take notes. Like I said, I'm going to give you a Word document that will tell you what to do. You're going to get, everyone's information is going to be uploaded into the database, and it should automatically generate you've already been given a username. Your username for the most part is very similar to the username you used for your Zapplication, and then you'll be given a password. So you'll go to handmadearcade.org, and then you'll type in WP-admin to log into the back end of the website. And you'll see there's a login here. Now this is my admin login, but I'm going to log in as a test maker tonight to show you what it's going to look like. Okay, so you're going to come to your profile page. Now I was testing it today, and because I'm already in the web, in the database as myself, as an admin, I couldn't add myself. So I added my husband, Dan Foley. So, you know, put it down. It might already be, I'm not sure, but it might already be pre-populated with your name and your last name because it is pulling from a database. But you can give it a nickname if you want, or you can keep it as your username. You cannot change your username. And you're going to want to not uncheck the show toolbar when viewing site, and I can explain that later. Your email should be in there. If it's not, add your email and click update profile, and you will get sent an email to confirm your account. Today when we tried this, it went to spam. So if you do this and you don't get your email, check your spam account or check like your public account or one of the accounts where like emails may go. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go up to the very top link here, makers. Click makers. Now these will likely not be in here. These are all just tests that we're running. So what you should be able to see is this will just be blank. You can see here it says mine and draft. So you're going to be working on a draft for a while, but if you come in here and you've got more than one page, don't freak out. It could be another maker that's like a kink we're working out, but you just want to make sure you don't keep adding a new page for yourself. So right now we're going to add a new page, obviously, because we're starting a new one. So we're going to click add new. Okay, so you come to your add new page, and you can see that it's your add new maker, add title. The title is going to be your company name, which my company name when I sell things is So Nice, which is ridiculous, but that's the name of it. So here is where I have gathered some information that is helpful on my, I think I did anyway. No, I don't think I did. Well, when you have your links document, I mean, you know your websites and things. So then you'll, let's close this. So your website link title. Now, whatever you want your website to be, like if you want it to just be handmadearcade.org with no www, that's fine. However you want it to look on the website, but you want to make sure that your link to the website is your actual full website with, like, if it should be an HTTPS site because it should be a secure site. So you want to put the link in this bar here, and then you want to put whatever email that you're going to respond to in this email address here. If you use an email address that you don't check often, some of you I know do this because I've had this issue with you with communicating. Use the email address that you check the most often, even if it's not your Tricia@handmadearcade.org. If it's your Tricia.Foley@gmail.org email address, use that one, because if people are emailing you through the Handmade Arcade website and asking questions, and it's an email you don't check or you don't remember to check, and that's what you put on there just for branding purposes, it's gonna, like, that's a huge mistake. It's a huge missed opportunity. So down here is your maker description. That's your narrative. I followed the instructions and I downloaded my narrative and I saved it in my Handmade Arcade Virtual Marketplace deliverables folder. So I'm going to open up my narrative. I'm going to copy it, I'm going to minimize it, and I'm going to paste it in my maker description. You can bold here. You can take out, oh, I pasted it twice. You can take out spaces if you'd like. I think it looks better, and you'll see if you leave the space. You can hold shift and return and take a little bit of space out. You can bullet if you so desire. Everybody loves a bulleted list. You don't have to bullet, but you can basically use this like you would like Word, like a text editor. You can even highlight text, click the link, and then add a link in there if you want to link to your website from your narrative. So you do that. Now over here on the right hand side, you'll see maker years. So what we want you to do are check all of the years that you've participated in Handmade Arcade. So I started just participating in 2006. So I would click every single one, although I think I didn't sell at one of them, but I don't care. I'm going to take credit for it because I was working it. You'll see there is no 2010 because we didn't have an event 2010. I'm going to choose. So then, okay, so when we talked about the search engine earlier, like it feels like 6 years ago when we had our first maker meeting, the very first webinar, I told you that you'll be able to tag your images. I don't think you're going to be able to tag your images. That is a functionality that's going to be in version 2.0. What you are going to be able to do, and this is tag you as a maker. So anything that you make. So now this list is like super duper incomplete. I have to send the programmers a list of maker tags tomorrow, but I did put a few in here. But let's say, for example, I make earrings, but they're also made out of ceramic. And I also make earrings that are monsters and plush. Oh, and that's earrings or jewelry. Oh, and every now and again I make a necklace. I don't make any of those things, but just let's say I do. Oh, and because I made some ceramic earrings once, I could get away with pottery. And I make stuffed animals. So you want to click any tag that's on this list that fits your category. And if you see something, when you go to, so we have time, right? Like we're going to get the login on Monday. So if you go in there and say, for example, you are Kim Fox of Worker Bird and you make quilts out of tin and wood, and I didn't put the word tin in the list, you can ask me to do that. I can do that. Super, super easy. Just send me an email. So they're like, I'm not going to put like tons and tons and tons of like suggested words in, but like, you know, if something's super important to your business that's not on the list, let me know. I'm very, very flexible. And then after you add all your maker tags, you're going to scroll down here and you're going to choose your category. You can only choose one category. Now, here's where it gets exciting. You can choose whatever category you like. So let's say, for example, you applied as other, but you've come to realize that your stuff is really more accessories. You can pick accessories, but don't go crazy. Don't pick ceramics if you really make adult clothing. That's just crazy. You won't get found in the search. But I would, for myself, because I make aprons, not jewelry, I would probably pick housewares because I feel like that's more in the housewares theme. So down here, there's this Yoast SEO, like, I don't know what to call this, screen or panel. Just ignore it. Don't do anything with that. Okay, so we have gone through everything we need to do to add a maker. So we're going to click Save Draft. And now we're going to click Preview, and you're going to see the first version of what your page is going to look like. So you see I have my name, I have my category, whoops, I have my website, I have my email, I have all the years I've participated in Handmade Arcade, and I have my narrative, which people can scroll down. And you'll see the reason why we made this a scroll box in a little while, because we wanted to make sure that the pictures are the most highlighted things. So it will all make sense in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to click back over to the population page. We're going to go down to, hold on, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything here. No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to go to products. All right, so we're going to add a new product. Wait a minute, I am missing something. Please hold. Edit. Ah, I knew I forgot something. I didn't add my logo right here, and I didn't have my social links, and I didn't have my slideshow. So on the maker page, you need to, this is where you add your social media links and your slideshow at the top. So I just got trained on this yesterday. So I'm going to add my logo. So I'm going to click Add Image. So this is going to pop up, and you're going to see a bunch of images from other people, from other things. Just ignore that. Don't add something that doesn't belong to you. You're going to go to Upload Files. You're going to go to Select File. Now this is where having all of your stuff in your Handmade Arcade Virtual Marketplace folder is going to be really helpful. I'm going to add this. I have two versions of my logo, and I'm not sure which one's going to look better on the page. So I'm going to try the one that I think I'd like to use with the text. I'm going to click Open. And then I'm going to, so I click Open, and so you want to make sure that it is selected. You'll see that it's selected over here on the right, and then you click Select, and it puts it in there. So then I'm going to go to my preview button to see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. There it is in the circle. Oh, but you know what? It's a little off center, and I always have that problem with the Handmade Arcade logo, and it really bugs me. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to exit out. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to go back to Add Image, and I'm going to go back to Upload Files, and I'm going to try my other logo that I have and see how that looks. So I'll click on that, make sure it's checkboxed. I'll click Select, and then I will click Preview. Look at how much better that looks. I pre got excited because I already knew it was going to look better. That looks a lot better. So I'm going to use that logo, keep that there. All right, next up, social links. So up here, you'll see there's maker info. Now there's social links. So it already has the facebook.com in there. So you just really need to add your Handmade Arcade at the end. It's already pre-populated for me because I tried it earlier, but you're just going to need to either copy and paste your Handmade or your Facebook logo, your Instagram link. You need the whole link. You can't just do @Handmade Arcade. You need to go to your Instagram page, type up www.instagram.com/so-much-so-nice, and make sure you get that whole link, or it's not going to work. Same with Twitter, same with same with Facebook. So my 3 social links are in there. I'm going to click Save Draft. and then you'll see it's spinning over here. That means it's saving. Don't click off. Don't get impatient and click off. If a lot of you are populating at the same time, it might be a little bit slow, but just like watch for that little circle around there and make sure that it is finished spinning before you click off. Now I'm going to go back to the preview just to see what it looks like. Now, oh look, my social media links are there. Now let's say you don't have a Twitter account. Like him, we have a Twitter account, but we don't really use it that much. So I'm gonna just take it out. And then I'm gonna go back to preview, and you can see that it disappeared. So there you go. All right, now we're gonna go to the slideshow, which are the images that go above the narrative. So slideshow, there's nothing here. You're gonna wanna add a slide. Now, you can have your very first, I think your first slide should be your video if you made one. You can do it differently, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but I think the video is the best one to have first. I didn't make a video for myself because I am so sick and tired of the sound of my voice after all of these webinars. But what I did do was make a links page, and I have a YouTube link I can put in there. So I'm just going to copy that. And so you're going to get your YouTube link, like I said, in a spreadsheet in the same way you got your narrative. You just have to go find your name and find your link, and then you can add it to the website. So I'm going to just paste my YouTube video in there, and that is my first slide. Now I'm going to click Add Slide. So you can only have one video, but each time you add a slide, it gives you the opportunity to add it, but we're only allowing you to have one video. So for the next 5 images, you're going to add a slide. So I'm going back to my upload files. Now you can upload all of your images at once. You don't have to keep going back and forth. So I'm going to upload what I've saved as my top level images all at once. I'm going to select them all at once just by holding down the Shift button. I'm going to click open, and I'm just going to wait for them to upload. Sometimes it takes a minute because these images are bigger. So you just want to be patient, which is not something I'm super duper good at, but I'm going to try. And if you click on and off and click back and forth, it just takes longer. So you see they're coming up. So you just have to be patient. And you see I have a picture of my dog, some yarn. You can see I uploaded some things earlier today, some beads. What's the next one? Let's see, it's coming. Well, I'll tell you what the next 2 are because they're kind of funny. One is my daughter when we were at the beach this summer in the middle of a hurricane. That's her, the hurricane, you can see the ocean. And then the final one is during the pandemic, I cleaned our cupboards really good in the kitchen in the early days. And I realized that my family has a real problem with peanut butter. And I found like 6, maybe 7, but not just the little ones, the giant peanut butter containers. So I stuck that in there because it cracks me up. So you don't want to like select them. You want to unselect them if you add them all at once, and you want to select the image that you want to go in. So I'm going to select my dog Hank, and he's going to go in there. And then I'm going to go down to add slide, add image. I'm going to select the yarn. Now these are the images that are supposed to be like of your space, of you, collages of your pictures. These are not going to be clickable images with links. These are just a slideshow for our audience to get to know you. Here's my daughter at the beach during a hurricane. And here is the Foley family's peanut butter problem shelf. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jars of peanut butter. Okay, so I've added all of my slides. Scroll back up, save draft, wait for that spinny thing to stop spinning. Click preview, and here it is. So this is actually one of the videos that we did with the marketing. So if people come to your page, if whatever the very first screen of your video is, if it's like you, it'll just be a pause picture of you, and then you press play, and it will be me talking again. And I'm going to stop that. And then people can scroll through. They can see my dog, yarn, beads, my daughter, and peanut butter, and like the like super generic version. Okay, so those are that's how you add your slides. Cool. So there we go. So another little tip, I believe if you click preview to preview the page, it will save it automatically and jump to preview, but just to be safe, always click save draft. It just can't hurt. So let's say you get back in here and you're like, you know what? I really don't want my dogs to be first. I want this yarn to be first. You should be able to see right here. So when I take my mouse and I put it here, there's a very tiny number you might not be able to see. I can grab it and I can pull it up and put it in between the images. So then I'm like, yeah, you know what? I really think it's important that everyone knows about my family's peanut butter addiction. So I'm actually going to put that up here at the very top. And then, you know what, I'm actually kind of nervous because people might like think that I have a problem and have an addiction to peanut butter. So I'm gonna like I'm not gonna use that picture. I am going to remove it now. So you can remove it by clicking remove and it says, are you sure? You click remove, it goes away, and then it gives you the opportunity to add one more slide. Oh, you know what, I think it's funny, I'm gonna put it back. All right, so those are your 6 slides. Now, you will be able to add more slides, but you're only supposed to add 6. It's only going to show 6, so just add 6. Please don't add more. Plus it'll like overload. We'll have so many images in there. All right, so we're gonna go to save draft. Okay, so now that is the maker part of the page finished. Now we're going to move in to the product, adding the product page. Okay, so we'll click on products. Does anyone have any questions? Has anyone been asking? Oh, there is a question. Let's see what it is. Are you able to send us the narrative we sent a while back so we can use that? I wrote it and don't have the copy saved. You should have gotten the narratives were sent back to everyone in the Monday email that was sent with instructions on how to retrieve your narrative. They've all been edited. There was a small batch of ones who came in late who are not edited yet, and they will be given back to you when the editor finishes them, hopefully this weekend. So hopefully by Monday, everything will be done. Have I ever made peanut butter granola bars? No, I haven't, but my daughter makes these really, 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 really delicious flourless peanut butter chocolate chip cookies that she will only make if she wants them because she's a brat, or if she's in trouble. For example, she got herself into big trouble about a week and a half ago because she blocked me on her Instagram account. And while I texted her and I told her she was in big trouble and I wasn't home, and by the time I got home, she had made them, and it really lessened the blow for her. So that was smart. But I would love to if you have a recipe, Denise, I'll take that. Okay, so hopefully the answer, so if you check your email, you'll have instructions to get to your narrative. I also posted it in the Facebook group. I will also share it again, likely on Monday with the instructions for everything. Okay, now we're going to add products. So we click here on products. We're going to click add new. Okay, so many of you may know, many of you may not know, Samantha Bauer, who owns Luster Jewelry, is on the Handmade Arcade Planning Committee. And so I took images from her website, because I don't have a website today, to do this demonstration. So you will see pictures from Sam's website. Thank you, Sam, for letting me do that. So you're going to so your add your product title. Are all of the images that a maker uploads going to be available to everyone? Unfortunately, I think that you are going to be able to see everybody's uploads in the media panel. So that is going to be confusing, and I have asked the programmers to figure out a way to fix that, but I don't know if they are going to have time, or if that's something they're going to be able to do. So that is definitely going to be a hurdle that we're going to have to overcome and work together on. So like, for example, if you're working on your website at the same time as, or your maker page at the same time somebody else is, and they've added images, and you go to expect to see yours, but they're not there, somebody else's are there, just sort of scroll around until you see yours. They are in there. Okay, so we're going to add a new product. So I am going to call this earrings. I'm going to click my add image. I'm going to go to my upload files. I'm going to select files. I am going to add all of my product pictures at once. But if you are working in here, when other people are working in here, you might want to do them one at a time so they don't get lost. They are what you see last. So maybe I'll just do them all at once. All right, so the first one I added was earrings. So I'm going to click on my earrings. And that will upload eventually. Okay, so then make sure that it's check marked, click select, and it gets put in there. Now you're not going to have a product description because your product images are going to link directly to your website. So what I did, because I love to be prepared, I decided ahead of time where I'm going to link my images to. So you'll see I have a Word doc with all of that information in there, and I have red earring. So I'm going to click, I'm going to copy that URL, and I'm going to paste that URL into the product URL. And then I'm going to click publish. So once that's done, you can go back to your unpublished view, and you'll scroll down and you'll see related products are coming up. And you see it says earrings, learn more. You click on it, it's going to open in a new window to the page where the actual earrings are. So I'm going to add a few more products. So let's say you want to link directly to a pair of earrings like I just did. Then you go directly to that product. But let's say, for example, you want to go to a top level category on your website. Like you have, so Sam has jewelry. Actually, what I should have done was for that product, I'm going to go back here to all products, and I can edit this product. So I'm going to edit the name of it because I've realized that it shouldn't be earrings. It should be vintage cherry kites. That's what the name of the product is. That's what I should have named this here. So I can be more specific. Vintage cherry kites earrings. And then you just click update. Now, let's say I want to have a product that goes to my top level earrings page on my website. So that's where I would just do earrings. And then I would add the image. Again, we'll go to upload files, select file. I did not make that. Okay, we're gonna go to bracelet collage because I did make a bracelet collage. I did not make an earrings collage. We will wait for it to upload. We'll click select. So in here, instead of calling it earrings, we'll change that to bracelets. We'll go back to my Word doc. So we will get the top level bracelet collection, put it in the URL, publish it. Validation failed. One field requires it. Oh, well, that's because, oh, see, that's great. I'm glad that happened. Do you see down here, I have an extra colon in the field, which means the link was bad. So click publish, validation successful, go back to my page, hit refresh, and then click bracelets, and it goes to my shop bracelets main page. I will answer that in a minute, Lindsay. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go back to all my products. Can you? No, you can't do that. Okay. So we're going to keep adding products. What's next? Okay, so I'm going to add just like a top level collage picture that I'm going to have that goes to my shop all page. Well, I mean Sam's shop all page, it's not mine. So we'll click select, we'll put the URL in there, we'll do publish. Oh, wait, I didn't add a title. So we're going to add that shop all luster jewelry update. So you can just keep going through and adding your 10 products. Now, so you'll see when you can go to all products, you can see that they're in here. You can edit them if you want to change the title like I did. You can trash them. If you are in the middle of the event and you sell out and the vintage cherry kite earrings sell out, you can go in, you can delete that, you can add another product. So you'll go back to your page and you'll see that you have the products are in here. It looks to me like it's populating via alphabetical order, which I'm not entirely sure I like. I think that it would be great if the programming team can have it so we can set it like in the slideshow. When you go to the slideshow, remember how I dragged everything? I could drag things around like that. I'm going to ask the developers if they can set up the product page so that they can be dragged around and put in a specific order. I think what it does right now, it's alphabetizing them. Oops, that's not the page. Let me just check that. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you've added your products. Now you can add up to 10. So you can fill, I'm just going to do 2 more so we can just have a, so you go back here, add new. I don't remember what else I did. I did just a bracelet and a neck. Oh, I did some necklaces. We'll do the necklaces. I'm going to add them both at once just to save time. So, I mean, we're going to have to do some like workarounds. If we're not able to have it populate in the way you want, you could always do product, like if you want it to like show up in a certain order, you could always do 1 necklaces, and then we can shop the necklaces, and let's see if that works. Click publish. Nope, that didn't work. So I am going to talk to the programmers about how to make sure that our products are in the order that we want them to be in, because I think that's important. Let's go back here. Let's say you want to delete something. You can go back to your all products. You can click necklaces, shop all luster, bulk actions, move to trash. You want to go move to trash, and then you want to click apply, and they delete. So you can get rid of things quickly, or you can undo that if you do it quickly, and they come right back. So let's add 1 more product. So you can either add a product over here on the left or up here using the button. We'll call this purple necklace. And I don't have a link for that. We'll just use that. It's the wrong link, but it doesn't matter because this is just a test. So you'll go back here and you're going to want to test your links. You're going to want to make sure they go where you want them to go. So you want to make sure that that goes to the earrings. You want to make sure that that goes to your high-level shop necklace site. You're going to want to make sure that goes to your purple necklace, although I did add the wrong link in there because I didn't save a link for that. So that's not a issue, that's a user error. Bracelets goes to the bracelets. Shop all luster jewelry goes to shop all jewelry. So you'll see that how it will wrap the text to a second level. And then you will have 5 more images, and that is basically your maker page. So if we go back to the marketplace, oh, okay, so they don't have all of the, they don't have all of this completed just yet. But I think if we go, I said I was housewares. Nope, it's not working yet. All right, I showed you a functionality that's not quite working yet, so just pretend like you didn't see that. So if you find yourself, so you'll know that you're logged in if you go to log in. You'll see there's a brown bar up here. If you're on your page and you're like, oh, I want to edit it. Let's get back to the page. You can just click Edit Maker, and you can get back into your editing from there. So that is pretty much it. That is logging in. That is adding all of your information, and that is what they're going to look like. Like I said, there will be you know, 5 more products here. The marketplace and the search function will work. It's not quite ready yet. They're getting it ready in pieces. So, all right, let's go through some of the questions. You get 10 product photos. That's been in every single communication that I've sent. So you should go back and read through some of the communications if you're still having questions like that. There is a Handmade Arcade deliverables PDF, which I will show you on the actual Handmade Arcade website, which I have sent out in many emails as well. So if you go to the handmadearcade.org site as it is right now, you go to the For Makers page. It is a little buried, but I have sent it. But right here it says Handmade Arcade Virtual Marketplace Makers Only, New Deliverables PDF Download. It has all of the information about the products, and it has the narrative information. And I will update this probably in the next day or two with more information. But you also get we've also already received the information about how to retrieve your narrative, but I will share that again. So you get 10 product pictures. Okay, so let's go through the chat questions. Yes, I answered that one. Is there any kind of hierarchy to which fields most contribute to your SEO? Title, bio, item title, image file, name tag, whatever. I actually don't know the answer to that, Lindsay. But if you sign up on Monday for the SEO, how to track your SEO in Google Analytics webinar, sorry, I just forgot what I was going to say. Corey and John from ImageBox, who are building the website, are presenting that. I'm going to copy that question and paste it. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, actually. Did I stop share? Okay, so now we're back. That is a good question, and I don't know the answer to it. So I will ask them and provide that information in the Facebook group or on Monday's email. Okay. Kirsten would like to know, can we also have a Pinterest social button instead of Twitter? No, not this version of the website, but we are going to be, we are going to be So we're going to be doing I'm going to write that down, Pinterest, maybe, actually, the answer isn't no. The answer is maybe. Maybe we can add a Pinterest link instead of a Twitter link, or maybe we can have 4. I didn't think about that. I forget how much people use Pinterest. So I will ask about that, but as it stands right now, that is not going to be part of it, but we are, because this is a pilot and it's our first time doing it, we're going to have a lot of questions. We're going to have a lot of things we want to change. We're going to have a lot of updates that are going to be made in January. On December 7th, I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to wrap up the year. I'm going to send a survey. It is so very important for every single member of the marketplace this year to fill out the survey, because if you do not fill out the survey, I can't report back to Arcade Mellon Foundation and let them know how it went. And if I can't report back accurately to them, I may not get funded again, which means I can't keep building things like this when the world goes to hell. And I want to be able to keep doing this for you guys. So please, 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 everyone take the time to fill out the survey at the end. It's going to include information about the maker curriculum and the event itself. The deadline for completing your page, I'm going to say the event starts on the 28th. I think you really, you're going to get your login on the 16th. I think you should try really, really, really hard to get all of your information added by Sunday, November 27th. That way we can troubleshoot. That gives us the 3 days before Thanksgiving to troubleshoot any issues that we have. The sooner you can get your information in there, the better. But like I said, it's a work in progress. This is going to go as smooth as it can. But the sooner you can get your information in, the better, so we can troubleshoot. So if I get you the information on the 16th, I don't see any reason why you guys can't have it all in there by Sunday the 22nd, hopefully, unless something colossal goes wrong and everything crashes, which isn't going to happen because it's just not going to. Okay. And other than that, I will find out about the SEO. Is the final product photo orientation portrait rather than landscape? It is landscape. The final product, they want you to do a landscaped picture, not portrait. Where did it go? It's going to resize it a little bit, but it'll take it in, it'll shrink it down. But if you do it portrait, I'm not sure what that's going to look like. They told me to do it as a landscape. If you want to try it as a portrait, you're more than welcome to upload different ways of doing your pictures and delete them if you don't like the way it looks. That is going to be up to you. This is your page. This is going to be your, some of the choices that you're going to make are totally going to be yours. Not everyone's going to make the same choices. So yeah, like I would just play with that and see what looks best with your product. So that is it. 6:48. Okay. Oh, one other thing. So when you finish everything, go back to edit. When you're done and you're ready for us to get it set, you're going to go in and you're going to click submit for review. And then the save draft goes away. So at that point, I have to like figure this out with ImageBox, but I think then what that means is I will get an email or a notification that you have submitted your page you're done, you submitted your page, and then I will go in and need to look at them all and approve them all. I can't imagine that there would be any reason why I wouldn't just go through and approve everything. But you never know, like some things happen. Like you would be surprised at some of the stories we have about weird accidental pictures that have been sent to us in applications because people attached the wrong thing. So we just want to like make sure everything looks okay, or you're not forgetting something crucial. So other than that, are there other questions? All right, does anybody else have any other questions? Is everyone making and oh, I know what I want to talk to you guys about. When can we upload the video? Sorry if you totally missed it, Sarah, but you can go ahead and upload it because I haven't started working on it yet. The link is in the deliverables. You can if you want to get your video uploaded, I'll give you until like Saturday afternoon, because I'm gonna really start working on that probably. I'll start working on it tomorrow and through the weekend. But yeah, that's fine. That's not a big deal. I'm not really good at deadlines. So if the link to that is on the deliverable checks sheet, which was on the website, you can see right there. Oh, you can't see it because I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Well, that's okay. Okay, so here's one more thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. The Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership, who does the holiday chalets, has 2 upcoming opportunities that I'm going to be sending email out about tomorrow. They're going to have 2 pop-up markets downtown outside the weekend of the 5th and the 6th, which is the final weekend of our event. They're going to be billed as like a mini handmade arcade, like sponsored really, because I have nothing to do with it other than telling you about it. And then the weekend of the 12th and the 13th, it's going to be socially distanced, similar to their farmers markets were. And they've got some fun programming happening that they're hoping to attract people downtown. So I sent some teaser information about that in the last email. And I think today when I was trying to get ready for today's webinar, I got another message from Russell down there about it, so I can give you more information. So if you're interested in doing an outdoor winter market, you are more than encouraged to apply to that. They're only offering the tables to makers who are a part of the virtual marketplace, because we've already curated it, you're already a part of it, and it sort of like lessens the the work because it's happening so quickly. So we already know everybody in our group makes great stuff. So that information will come out. I might send you guys an email tomorrow, but it might come out Monday. If I have the email, I'll definitely post it in the Facebook group. Looks like we have one more question. Oh, okay. Taken care of. Great. And again, you guys, if you want to post questions in the Facebook group, I've been trying to get on there a couple times a day, and I haven't been too bogged down. Y'all have been really great about not sending too many questions emails, which I feel like will change next week, but feel free to email me. I will answer as quickly as possible. You can email me at Tricia, Tricia at handmadearcade.org, or you can do the info box. I also answer that. One more question. Oh, Allison wants to know portrait layouts. Yeah, I already answered that. That's, yeah, the portrait layouts, I think if you do the portrait layouts, you might just want to have like white bars on the side. You're going to have to play with that, Allison, and like just upload things and see what works best, because I know that's going to work better for your artwork. So I think you should do that, like sort of just play with it. It doesn't have to be horizontal. But I think if you put it in there just as a portrait without like the white bars on the side, it's going to resize it and only give you like a picture of it. So just be cognizant of that and play around with what the images that you put up there. And then there's a question, is it possible to get feedback from anyone on our videos? No, they're not now, but when they go live, if you want to ask people for feedback, you can. They're supposed to be, the videos were supposed to be fun. They're not, I mean, they can be serious, they can be super professional, they can be, again, like whatever you want, but like I think that, you know, it's more important to to just get your personality out there. Like I'm a goofball, I am like a total nerd. You can see I have literally a picture of Marion from Indiana Jones and the woman from the signed pictures from Star Wars behind me. Like that's going to come through in my video, but in other people's videos, it's just who you know, like what you want to present. So I'm sure it will be fine. And then one other question, can we make photos square? So again, you can make your photos square, but but what it's going to do for the product images, it's more of a horizontal landscape picture. So I think it's going to pull the picture in and zoom in onto the picture. So if you want to have a square picture of your product, you can, but have like maybe the white bars around it so it doesn't zoom in and like pull from the wrong place. We're going to have to play with it. You're going to have to like maybe do some tweaking to your pictures when you start to do this to see what I mean. But yeah, you can definitely make them square. I just think that you're going to want to put the white around them, if that makes sense. If you need like a better explanation, feel free to email me. All right. Any more questions? No more questions? All right, guys. I am so excited. We started in earnest with our ads online. We're getting some press. There's some interviews happening. So it's all happening. It's gonna happen. It's like I always can't say that putting on Handmade Arcade is like having a wedding every year, but this year it's just a 9-day virtual wedding, and it's a lot more. So thank you to everyone. If you've signed up for an Instagram Live, if you signed up for a studio tour, all of that stuff, you'll be getting information very, very soon. Panelists should have all gotten emails this week, and our class, people hosting classes should have all gotten email this week. I appreciate everyone for signing up for what you've done. And that's it. Have a great night. I miss you all. I can't wait to see all of you again and hug everybody. And hopefully 2021 we'll be back into this in person. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.